I'm on second. Boys that I was tripping, kept the vision, I ain't even care. Now the just stop and stir, it took a while, but made it there. And I bought my shirt, and my chain is chandelier. Double C Louis V, I swear to God, this all I wear. Boys that I was tripping, kept the vision, I was on a mission. Got the snakes around me, now they talking shit like Kyle hissing. So tripping too.
What's good, YouTube family? You see who in the building. It's your boy Norris from Souls of Thought and Uncle Plug from Uncle Plug TV.
What's happening?
We was gonna stay off of y'all neck today, but I had to hit my boy up. I said, bruh, everything we was talking about this morning, they trying to beat us to the punch. We can't let nobody beat us to the punch. And you guys already know, make sure you hit that like, that comment, make sure you subscribe to both channels, Uncle Plug TV. And so, but as you can see, man, it's a big day in the NBA, man. My boy called me early this morning. Breaking news, man. KD to the Rockets. We got KD going to the Rockets. The Suns gave up KD a first round 10th pick. Also, they gave up Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks,
Rockets, yeah,
for good old Kevin Durant, man.
I'm gonna say this now. Looking at this roster you got right here, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I like that roster because Van Fleet, great leader. Sengun, great center. I like him. I like him. Amen Thompson, a monster. Jabari Smith Jr. I kind of expected I think we spoke about this morning, him going, there, because that's Dylan Brooks right there. And then KD, who is definitely not a leader at all. He has no leadership skills or qualities whatsoever. Not in my book. Great player. But if you don't have any questions, I would like to make a statement.
Go ahead. Yeah.
And I also want to say this. KD, if you happen to see this, or any of your people get a chance to see this, the rhetoric and the conversation that we be having are the conversations that we have behind the scenes, that we actually bring to the forefront. These are the telephone conversations of me and my dogs, whatever the case may be. And I'm gonna be honest and to the point. I think it's a dumb fucking trade. And I believe that Phoenix won out of this trade. Because although this is about championships, I don't like ring chasers. And I know that shit sounds stupid. Like, damn, dog, what we in? We in this shit to fucking get championships. I get it, but it's a difference between trying to build something cohesive to get a championship than somebody who say, oh shit, they was right, man. This might be what I need to be at so I can get me a ring. I done seen this time and time again. I seen this with Carmelo. I seen this now with James Harden. I seen this with Chris Paul. I seen this with, man, if we can go far as back as a Karl Malone.
Yeah, when he went to the Lakers.
It doesn't fucking work out like that, bro. You have to want to be a part. Let me give you something. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. And he's not a star like that. But I'm gonna give you a perfect example. What's your boy Horsford from Boston Celtics?
Oh, Horford. Yeah, Hal Horford.
Horford. He's a perfect example of trying to build something cohesive, because before they won it, he was coming back. I think he got traded to Philadelphia. Like, he was there, then he got traded to Philadelphia, and then he came back.
Yeah.
To Boston. Because he believed in something to say, I'm going to be here and we're going to build something. And finally they got a championship. They got the pieces together. They got they had a coach's discrepancy, whatever. Coach got fired, one coach comes in, and then they built something and they won them a championship. That's the difference of saying that's not ring chasing. That's building something cohesive to build a championship. This type of shit I can't stand, bro. I can't stand it, bro. I can't stand this type of shit, bro. I don't like it, bro. Because you're not a fucking leader.
Yeah.
We just got rid of a 50 to 55 points a game for a dude that's going to be he was averaging 30, 31, probably going to be averaging 27 to 28 because he's a year older.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give up youth and aggressiveness and leadership for a fucking name? Points per game? No, KD. No, KD. And you want to bring Russ into this shit?
Hey, not too
Man,
fast.
Russ
Not
solid,
too fast.
man. Man, Russ solid, man. Russ need to stay where he at. Y'all look closer to a ring in Denver than they are at Houston.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Don't bring, man. Go ahead, bro.
I want to play this because I haven't.
Bullshit,
I do hear what you're saying, but I think it's more to it. And I didn't. My thought process happened after I heard him say this.
Suns fans right now. What would you like to say? That's not true. No, literally, heartbroken Suns fan, right over there. What?
I just felt like, yeah, I mean, they wanted me to go, so it's like, I'm glad we both, they got what they wanted and I got what I wanted, so we can move on. And good luck to them going forward. And I always remember my time there, but we on something else.
So when I seen that, it made me change my thought process because at first he even told the lady he did
fans right now. What would you like to
even told the lady he didn't even believe that the Phoenix fans were sad. But what I thought about this whole trade is the NBA is a system. The NBA is just like our government. When something starts to work, everybody chases that and hope it's going to equal success. And what I mean by that is I feel that the league is now chasing OKCs and Indiana Pacers. Everybody finally seen that we don't need no superstars. Like we don't need, even though SGA is a superstar, he's an MVP, he's a great basketball player, but OKC shows you that every night Williams can go off for 30, Chet can go off for 30, SG's just going to give you 30 because that's what he does. But everybody else around him, and then when you look at Indiana, to me, Halliburton's not the superstar. It's Pascal Siakam. But in the whole scheme of things, the Pacers show you that if we can build basketball teams instead of powerhouses, because there's no more LeBrons walking into the league. LeBron was the last cat that you can literally say, if you bring him over here, we're going to win a ring. Mm-hmm. He's the last guy that because SGA
said bring him in and we can win a championship. No, I always said about LeBron, you could plug him into any team, they'll make play.
Yeah. But when he was in his prime, like when he went to Cleveland, when he was still in that prime coming off of Miami, it didn't matter where he went, he was bringing a championship.
Playoffs.
No, he was bringing a championship. He did it. He went from Miami, took Cleveland twice to the finals, he won championships.
I'm not taking away from his greatness, bro. I'm not taking away from his greatness. I know a lot of people say, man, you're a LeBron hater. I'm not a LeBron hater, man. Y'all get shit twisted, bro. Y'all really think, y'all really take what I say, and y'all don't really understand where I'm coming from. Bro, he's a great player, like one of the greatest we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, like one of the biggest, fastest basketball IQ. The only thing he doesn't have is that man, y'all. He that's it. He doesn't have that y'all in him. That's it. But other than that, he is one of the greatest we've ever seen grace the court ever. And I mean that. And I mean that. He's not Mike. He's not Mike.
Yeah, he ain't.
Because he's one of the greatest of this era, and he's just not Mike. He's just not Mike. He doesn't have that Mike. Mike brought the game from so far to his present time. And LeBron was just unable. The entire game changed. He didn't change the game.
Yeah.
The entire game. He was just a part of the game changing.
Kobe would have been the closest to Mike.
But Kobe was just an example of what hard work is. Not that LeBron doesn't work hard.
Yeah.
Not that Mike didn't work hard. It's just he's an example of I am the face of this game changing, and Mike changed the game. They was wearing hoe shorts. They was wearing the short shorts. You know what I'm saying? Showing the thighs. Mike brought the chains out.
Yeah.
Mike brought the bald head. Mike brought the shoes out. You know, like not that people didn't have shoes, but I'm talking about shoes people killed for. And and he brought the high socks. You know what I'm saying? Then he brought the black socks, the pinstripes in the uniform. He changed the game.
Yeah.
And LeBron just was a part. He was the face of the game changing. But there was still other moving parts in the game. Like most people don't think about other players when Mike was playing. They just think Mike.
I look at LeBron as the Tom Brady of basketball. That's how I compare LeBron. Like, because we call Brady the GOAT because of his championships, but you can go watch film of a million quarterbacks before him that could be considered the GOATs. But just as what they did in their time, because they both had something that a lot of players didn't have. They have longevity. LeBron's playing way longer. Yeah, they playing. That's to me. That's how I look at it. That's why I always say, to me, Mike is the GOAT, but I always say LeBron is numbers and everything going to speak for itself because he has longevity.
And till he's deceased out of the league, like his playing days are over, he won't get the true recognition. Yeah. Like nobody would really appreciate how much he brought to the game until he's out of the game. Yeah. But you've been playing for 20, like if you'd have left like 6 years ago, dog. Like if you'd have left like after your 20
years after the Lakers won the
bubble, he'd have been gone. Yep. It'd have been, you know what I'm saying? He would have been out of there, and then they would have put LeBron, like before Kobe passed, it'd have been like LeBron and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been like a four-headed monster, even though it was so many other great Lakers, it'd have been Kareem, Magic, Kobe, LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like they'd have had that starting five. They'd had Kareem at the 5, Magic at the 1, Kobe at the 2, Bron at the 3. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been like, you know, they'd have did something like that.
But he was smart. But he was smart though, because LeBron knows that the people who are going to be having this GOAT conversation after us won't even be able to recall Michael Jordan. They won't be able to. You see what I mean? So now people are so analytical based. So like they're going to go straight to the stats, and LeBron's stats are going to speak
outshine
greatness. Yeah, you see what I mean? So he knew that his longevity would always put him in the competition or the conversation of the GOAT.
Now, brother, I did that for a reason. I rock with you, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I did that for a reason, just to show you how fucking easy it is just to forget about KD. This whole part was about KD. We just forgot about his dog ass. We forgot about his ass. Man, we ain't saying no KD, man. I don't like that, man. I don't like what he's doing. Bro, you done been from OKC. You done been from OKC to Golden State, from Golden State to Brooklyn, from Brooklyn to Phoenix, from Phoenix to Houston.
But I don't think it's KD, though. Like, especially like the Brooklyn one, that was a friend trying to be a friend. Kyrie was going there. They thought they were building something. This right here, after hearing KD speak, man, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, because I always said to me, Phoenix, it don't matter who Phoenix gets, because they got to get a better coach, first of all. KD's going to a better system now. So now this is gonna be KD's last shot to show, are you the KD that the Warriors got and won rings with?
No.
Or I'm just saying, or is he done? That
the recipe, everybody's trying to. I heard you say Indiana and OKC.
That's what people trying to be.
The system, the blueprint has already been laid. Everybody's late to the party. Yeah. Golden State already. If you of your respective team or who you root for, with your respective team that you root for, You have to step outside yourself and say, when Golden State had their run, that was the most exciting team to watch on TV. More people tuned into that Golden State Warrior than anything else. I don't care. As big as LeBron was, or is, man, Golden State basketball was where it's at. But most people like, man, that's a team. But well, I'm rocking with the Golden State right now. But Golden State was playing like it was beautiful ball play. And I think that's where this is a beautiful moment that we're going through right now. And to see that tier, we watched the tier of 1, tier 2, tier 3. And it was funny how they got Jimmy Butler, the only one that's tier 1. That was kind of iffy to me because, and then they had Nas Reed down at the bottom. And, it was a lot of great players down at that bottom tier, bro. Like, is they going by the money? Or their superstar status, or that's where they're getting caught up at. That's what people get caught up at. Or it's a lot of Phoenix Suns fans that's disappointed. Why? Y'all won. Y'all got a young stud in Jalen Green, and you got a leader with some physicality and some leadership skills, some aggression out there on the court in Dylan Brooks. And you gave up an old man.
But at the same time, man, we don't know if Green was a system player. Like, we don't know. Like, it's easy to take his performance with the Rockets and think that he's going to do that for Phoenix, but you got Devin Booker there. Devin Booker needs to leave too. Like, I don't think people understand, like, you can't have all these. They got 3 shooting guards now.
That's crazy.
Like, you got Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Green.
Yeah.
Like, that ain't no better than what you had with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley. You got to get rid of either Beal or Booker. One of them has to go. And Booker, Bradley has a no trade clause. So unless he wants to break that, and he's going to demand to go to a team he wants to go to. Yeah. And I feel that it was a lot going on. I think because KD is one of those guys that if you just read his mannerisms, like on that first video I showed, you could tell that it was already some talks going on. He was already trying to get out of there because it wasn't suited for him.
He a tender dick. Bro. He's a tender dick. So if he felt like, you guys don't want me, then I'm ready to go. Just like he did. Like, you can't even handle any confrontation.
But he
dog, it's a man. Listen,
bro. Gonna win that though.
Man, these broken home, man, with these damn fathers, man. You gotta, a motherfucker can't even raise his voice without this shedding a tear behind the scene, man. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want me? No, you gotta prove that, man. Y'all know what y'all missing out on? We don't need you, nigga. We don't need you, bitch. You ready to go? You and Draymond, he said one thing on the sideline that ruined the whole damn season. You got in your feelings. Man, Draymond talk like that to everybody. You think him and Jimmy ain't on the court telling him, man, listen, you gonna do it the way I do it. Hey, man, I play basketball, man. You ain't gonna be coming to me like that. You gonna do it the way I want to do it. And you know what? He got Draymond respect. When Steph went down, what he did? You could tell he brought him into the fold.
Yeah.
You know what a really tell the tale? If Jimmy say, man, I'm gonna see what moves y'all gonna make, man. I might come on back to Golden State. Boy, I liked it out there with Draymond. I liked it out there with Steph.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, man, he a tender dick, man. I don't like it. Man, KD, man, damn them shoes. Y'all be going for that fandom shit by, man, I got his shoes, so I like him. Nah, bro. Nah, man. Man, that right there, that was for the Houston Rockets, bad move. Because you did it without him.
This is Uncle Plug's take, y'all. My take is
I'm sorry.
That's his take.
Yeah.
I feel that it was a good move for both teams. I feel that we have to remember what Houston has on that sideline that other teams don't. They got a great coach.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, you think about the Pacers. They started the opening season. People didn't even think they were going to make it to the playoffs. They had a great coach. Like, it's all about the pedigree. And then you take somebody. We all know KD's IQ. Everybody talks about his IQ of basketball. You look at that starting lineup behind me on that TV behind me. That's a strong lineup if they can stay healthy. If they can stay healthy, that's a strong. And KD's still averaging 25 and something. Period.
Yeah, man. But damn, man, I like it for Phoenix. I don't like it for Houston because I feel like that's not a. And then, bro, I would even have KD coming and starting, bro. Man, let him come off that pine, man. Let him earn his starting position, man. Let him get some hunger back.
You tripping?
Nah, I'm tripping.
You tripping? Coming off the bench? You tripping?
Why? Because he can shoot.
You tripping? Nah, it's just
he can shoot.
You can't take away from Durant's game, dog.
Man, come on, man. If this game was really like that, bro. All right.
His game's like that, dog.
Did they make it to the play-in? They made it to the play-in?
Hey, it's a team.
They made it to the play-in, bro.
It's a team. He can't do it by himself. It's a team sport.
So
That's what
OKC is doing. Jalen Green. What's the difference between him and Jalen Green?
It's not about. I think Houston is ready to win now.
And plugging KD in, it's a win.
That's what they feel in that system. They feel like they can win now.
Man, them tickets and jerseys, bro. That's money play.
Nah, Houston was making. They were gonna make more money off of Jalen Green. Them kids young. Jalen Green.
Not in their eyes. Not if we go analytic.
Man, I'm over here looking at I'm over here. Let me show you. I'm over here looking at this roster, man.
For Phoenix.
Yeah, like this is not a solid. I mean, you got Grayson Allen, Bradley Beal.
You shooter, Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal is not Bradley Beal no more.
I know.
Devin Booker. And we all know this. No, let's keep it honest. Dylan Brooks is not. He's not no basketball player.
Man, Dylan Brooks is a light-skinned Draymond Green.
Yeah, but that's running his way out the league too. You can look at the playoffs and tell now that they're showing you what works now. Like it's all about team basketball and who can get up and down the floor.
And Dylan Brooks will get up and down that floor.
No, they don't got nothing over there, dog.
Nothing, man. They got absolutely nothing. I thought they was trying to beef up the West. That ain't hitting no nothing, man.
That's why I was saying that I think it's one of those things that it's the league. I don't think it's just the players. I think the league. I look at the NBA, it's just another system. Once they see what works, everybody's going to try to build that. Like everybody thought they can shoot 50 feet out like Curry, but they found out very quickly that there's one Curry in the league. Now, like what Golden State did, that would never be duplicated. Golden State was one of the first teams I ever seen that it didn't matter who they plugged and played, they were a contender. I never seen that.
And but when you have great coaches like Mark Jackson, and you got great coaches, which I heard he might be going to New York. He might be New York's head next year. Yeah. And then you got Steve Kerr, who came up under the tutelage of Greg Popovich. You know what I'm saying? Who played for Phil Jackson, who played alongside Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, and just knowing what great basketball looks like and what great coaches look like and what they sound like and how they lead and come in. And now they up under Steve Kerr now. Now they're a whole different brand of basketball, even though they already had a system in play with Mark Jackson, and he comes in and implements all his knowledge into their team.
I'm gonna tell y'all this too. Do y'all hear it here first? Do not be shocked if another trade goes down and y'all see Jaylen Brown with the Rockets.
Bro, you just pulled that out there. Dang.
Boston is going to have to get rid of either him or Tatum, and they're not going to get rid of Tatum.
Why?
Watch. Because Tatum's the face for them. They already said that Jaylen Brown's he's not marketable. They already had their talks about him because he don't believe in the system and how they operate. He just wants to come and play basketball. Mm-hmm. I already said, because me and Plug talked this morning, we finna play this video. I already said Russ. That was my first person I said. I said Russ coming. Like Russ coming. I think they're trying to
play with Russell.
Huh?
You really think he want to play with Russell?
Yes.
Russell's confrontational. He's not confrontational, bro.
Okay, man. Durant is having a lot of regret watching OKC do what him, Westbrook, and Harden should have been able to do. That's hard to watch. Like you had Russ, Harden, Durant.
Well, who you think was the reason?
Serge Ibaka.
Who was the reason?
What was the reason? What?
Who broke the team up? Who was the reason?
I think they broke up because they weren't going to be able to keep them all. They all became stars at the same time. They all became stars. Nobody knew who they were. Just like you're going to see OKC eventually in
Russell
a couple years.
Russell was the Lil Wayne over there at OKC.
Yeah, but him and Durant get along real good. Him and Durant get along real good.
You think so?
Yeah,
They
because
were ready to bump every time they saw each other.
yeah, but Russ is Russ, dog. That's Russ. Russ said he don't shake hands before a game. Everybody know who Russ is. That's him as a person. Like that's just his attitude. But off the court, they solid, dog. Watch, Russ is gonna be there.
Show me a clip.
Russ is gonna be there, dog. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Let's see what she said to him.
We're gonna bring all the okay.
After that, we just got one thing figured out today. We'll figure the rest out as we go. Still early.
Are we
See, and he already know. They already had talks. They are listen to that.
recruiting Russell Westbrook? We're gonna bring all the okay.
After that, we just got one thing figured out today. We'll figure the rest out as we go.
We just got one thing figured out today. We'll figure out the rest as it go. This was already in the inner workings.
Oh, so who Russ gonna replace?
It's not about who he replaced. The energy they need. He'll be a great off the bench person. He'll be Thompson go take a break. He's another Thompson. Full head of steam. You ain't got to pay him a lot of money. You can give him the vet minimum. Like he don't need much. He don't need much, dog. And then they need to go get one more big veteran big man that they don't got to pay a lot. We looked at the free agency this morning. There's a lot of big men in there. Miles Turner gonna be available if Indiana don't pay him. You just need bodies at this point, and that's what OKC is showing you too. And like they showing you, and who else? Who beat the Knicks?
Indiana.
Indiana showed you that too. They were going what 10 deep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like everybody's gonna follow this trend, dog. I feel the Rockets made if everybody can stay healthy, this would have been equivalent to AD going to the Mavs if they both didn't get hurt. If Kyrie and AD didn't get hurt, they were the immediate success, but Lakers did get the long-term success. That's what Phoenix is going to look like. Phoenix is not going to be anybody next year. Like, it don't matter.
They wouldn't have been done anyway.
Yeah, I think they got to get rid of but see, they got a 10th round pick. They got the 10th pick of the first round this year. That's big. If that's big, they might find a diamond in the rough, like another Jalen Williams like a diamond in the rough, dog. Like,
man, they gonna trade. I think I'm gonna go back to your original point. Dallas gonna trade that.
You think you're gonna get Kyrie?
Nah. No, Dallas gonna trade.
Oh, yeah. When I said
everybody like, no, man, they gonna give him no Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag gonna be a generational talent. Yeah, okay, I hate you.
What I tell everybody, dog.
Let me tell you something. Hey, listen, they gonna trade that. They gonna trade that, and they probably might trade to Milwaukee. Say Milwaukee, y'all need a new star because Giannis want to go.
And people forgetting Giannis is the quietest person this offseason. We don't know what type of relationship him and KD got. We don't know. I tell people, you don't know how this league gonna shake up, dog. But the West is wide open.
I like Giannis. I like Giannis in Dallas.
Trading
that first pick to get Giannis.
Yeah. Be solid.
Bobby Portis is up for free agency. Chris Middleton already gone. Yeah. It's starting. And another thing too is to power up some of these boo-boo ass squads. Like the Wizards need the Wizards need to beef up. The Hornets need to beef up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This trade had a lot more in it than people think. That's why I wanted to go ahead and talk about it today, because I know me and Plug was talking about it this morning, and I want us to be the first. I'm telling y'all, man, like this has a lot to it. No moves are done without all the important people knowing. Like this has a lot of work. You know, CP3 might go to the Houston. I mean, they ain't gonna never win. I'm telling you. I didn't put. I'm about beefing up the bench, Plug. I ain't talking about for starters.
I hear you. It just served people. Like I said this like 10 years ago, bro. I told them boys. I say, listen, Carmelo is never gonna get a championship. 10 years ago, I said Chris Paul will never get a championship. I said it.
Yeah.
I said it. Harden is never going to get a championship.
Yeah.
I said it. And now I say it again. He already has them too. KD is never getting another championship. That shit over with. It's over with, bro. It's over with.
This is my thing. I can say this. He might never get another ring, right? But I think this is going to make for some great basketball.
Of course.
If they can stay healthy.
Yeah.
If they can stay healthy.
The topic of conversation is KD. And me, myself, in my opinion, my expert opinion, I say, KD, you ain't getting no ring, boy. And then we can post date this. We go, yeah, because it's going out live right now. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna stand on it.
Hey.
I'm gonna stand on them. Boy made it to the playoffs, and guess what? They made it to the play-in. Bro, you ain't gonna get them no further. I said what I said, standing on it. Matter of fact, I'm stomping on it. Me and my dog, hey, he'll tell me, yeah, plug, come on over here, come on.
Hey,
get that apology up, and I'll be like, hey, I apologize.
I just wanted to, I wanted us to be some of the first to talk about it. I was like, man, I kept seeing it. I was like, bruh, they already talking about what we were talking about this morning. That's why, like, I feel Russ can definitely get there, but I feel that this OKC has started this.
That's a different energy to the team. These are young gunners, and I know Russ is a gunner, but that type of attitude ain't their team, bro.
But Russ showed
get out there and get at it.
But Russ showed in Denver that he can blend in.
Of course.
That's a lot of maturity, yeah.
But they said this was a big shock because the week of when they was talking about the KD trade, like soon as the season was over with.
Yeah.
As soon as the season over, they was talking about the KD trade. And Houston publicly said, we got to find that. Because I remember them publicly saying they're not going to be pursuing Kevin Durant because they're looking for someone around the same age as this young team. The oldest guy on that picture that we showing right now is Van Fleet.
Yeah.
And the reason why he's there because he's a good leader, a quiet leader, and he's a hell of a shooter. And he has a championship out of Toronto.
Let me see something before I want to see what was I want to see KD's stats from last year. Let me see. I want to compare him and Jalen numbers here. Because you know what? It could be, from numbers wise, it could look like a 50-50 trade. Let me see. Well, you want what? Let's play this real quick. Let's see. Your boy has something to say.
Okay.
Let's play this real quick. Let's see what Stephen A said.
What? He already was on it? Limu, Emu, and Doug.
Come on now. Let's get to this.
We gotta wait for that.
Yeah.
We can wait on the ad. It's all good. It'll be over in a second. Liberty, liberty, liberty. You only play for what you need. Hey, this episode is sponsored by Liberty Mutual.
On national TV, it comes across your feed that Kevin Durant is a Rocket, and you're thinking what?
I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic for the Houston Rockets. I'm ecstatic for him because I think he's back in the championship equation. We keep forgetting that because of the lack of success that the Phoenix Suns have enjoyed, and he has enjoyed over the last several years, that is one of the greatest players to have ever played the game. He's instant offense, and in his 30s, just like he did in his 20s, still averaging 27 a game, still shooting over 50% from the field, still shooting nearly 40% from three-point range, nearly 90% from the free throw line. He is instant offense. He's 7 feet with a 7'6" wingspan with ball handling skills, still shooting over 50% from the field. Still shooting over 50% from the field. Still shooting nearly 40% from three-point range, nearly 90% from the free throw line. He is instant offense. He's 7 feet with a 7'6" wingspan with ball handling skills, a mid-range game, a three-point shot. He can finish in the open court. He can do it all, and he's a bona fide number one option. So any team would love to have that. But if you're the Houston Rockets, you especially were desperate for that because you know that you're exceptionally well coached. You know that you have a lot of good players. You have a young star in Amen Thompson who can do some things. You got a champion in Fred VanVleet. But what you were lacking was that bona fide number one scoring option. That when all things fell apart, you can hand him the ball and say, take me there. Kevin Durant is that kind of player, and the Houston Rockets know it, and that's why they gave up a Jalen Green, a Dylan Brooks.
Get that shit off
And I'm telling y'all, see, this is what I be telling, but this is what I be telling everybody. Y'all need to start showing love to your small content creators. Because we ain't never watch that. We ain't never see this. We saying the same things as Stephen A. Smith.
You talking about no, man? You get extra offense, of course, because your options over there in Phoenix was slim.
We woke up this morning.
Now
man.
let's look at Devin Booker's numbers before KD got them. Now you got to get a ball. You got to share the ball, of course. If he's the number one option, and then KD comes in, you got to share the ball. You know what I'm saying? The mismatches. All right, on the nights that Devin is cooking. The double teams come, he gets in trouble. Now it's old KD. KD don't even play defense like that, brother.
Yeah, but we
always rested. He ain't number Luka. We ain't doing number.
But we didn't bring KD in to play defense. We ain't talking about him winning no defense play. We don't care. Like, that's the point. Like, and then too with Devin Booker was hurt probably over 50% of this season. He was hurt.
All right, sir. Is that these current two teams that are in the finals right now?
Yeah.
Is there anybody on this team, on these two teams, on their starting five, is there anybody that you can say is we're not worried about their defensive prowess at all?
We're not worried about their defensive
No,
prowess?
we're not considering, we just want instant offense from this player. We're not worried about their defense. Because we're saying everybody's trying to follow these two recipes. Everybody's trying to follow these two recipes. I say everybody is trying to get a superstar on their team.
I don't find SGA to be a defensive stopper.
Not a defensive stopper, but they do play both sides of the court.
Yeah, by default, everybody plays both sides of the court. By default, you got to get in front of your man. Now, you might not guard them to the best of your abilities.
Now,
but I don't look at it. For SGA to be able to average 32 points in the playoffs, you're not playing too much on the defensive side.
Out of Havenstein and what's his face? Holgram.
Yeah, Chad Holgram.
All right, out of Holgram and Havenstein, we know we're not concerned about Isaiah's offensive prowess, but he does have that little jump hook, that little floater that he got. It's like pretty much automatic. He'll get you 6 to maybe 12 points a game, which helps the team. But he's stout on defense. Okay, he's stout on defense. You could play him against the 3. You can play him against the 4, and he can get in there and play against the 5. Chet, 7-footer. He can play against the 4 or the 5, and he also has an outside shot, and he can go inside. Now he's a little slim, so he can't really bang with a lot of them, but he can defend.
Yeah. You could put KD on a 5 or a 4. You can't.
I bet
Thompson's
for his how long he been playing? 16.
Thompson is going to take Thompson's always going to take the best player.
Oh, see now if you want him to compensate, now we're playing 5-on-4 now.
That's just how it works, though. That's basketball.
No, it ain't how basketball.
Your best defender is going to take the best player on the court. Thompson's going to take the best person on the court. That's just basketball.
No, man. But all right, we getting
how often you seen LeBron guard the best player in the league on the other team when he played against them?
Because 9 times out of 10, the best player in the league is too small for LeBron to be guarding.
He don't guard him.
LeBron 6'9".
Durant 7 foot, dog.
He's 7 foot.
Well,
he's too light to be in the post.
But he can guard your 4. There's no big man in the league no more, Plug. Name a big man that's posting up.
So why are we going after Kevin Durant?
Because he rounds the team off.
Because they chase superstars. And this superstar, sir, has no that shooting star doesn't have that little trail behind it. It ain't got it no more. It's just a star. That's just namesake, man. That shit is over with, bro. That's like going to get one of these, like somebody go get Le'Veon Bell right now.
That's different. That's football. Basketball's a little different.
They play 82 games, bro.
You heard
that's a lot of miles, bro. Hey, bitch, that's a lot of miles, bro.
but you gotta think about it. How much did Durant really? He ain't have to. They ain't make playoffs. He's probably the most rested he ever been in his career. He's healthy. He didn't get hurt like
He ain't been to the playoffs since he left Golden State, bro.
But you can't fall.
Rested in the
You can't
offseason.
fault him for that.
What? Come on, bro.
You can't fault. It's a team aspect, man.
This is a superstar chasing ass league right now.
I don't think so, man. I think everybody's trying to follow suit to what they see.
Out of everybody on that tier that we seen this morning, the only one that wasn't on that tier was Giannis. But that is the best plug and play that anybody could have right now. Because Giannis plays both sides of the floor. He's inside and outside. And even though his English ain't the best, he's the best leader.
Yeah.
I'll take Giannis over anybody right now.
It depends what you're trying to do with him.
Win.
It depends what you're trying to do with him.
I'm trying to win.
But it like because when you think about it, Giannis he's still working on his jumper and his 3-point game. He's still a slasher in the paint type of guy. So like he can be eliminated. Like, but the effort he puts out and stuff like that. And then ain't Milwaukee in the East?
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't. I would love to see Giannis in the West.
And you see with that Dame Lillard shit, remember when they did that? We're gonna bring Dame Lillard over, but we got further last year without a Dame Lillard. I mean, year before last, without Dame Lillard.
And that to me, that's chasing a star. Because
yes,
Dame
this
Lillard,
is too. It's the same thing.
I think that's why I was trying to pull up their stat. I think it's a 50-50 trade when you look at stats. When you look at
the best movement to get a quote unquote star to a team that has a star.
So let me
put them together to put a championship run together was Kyrie.
Let me read you his
Kyrie
stats.
going to Dallas.
Let me read you his stats for this year. This is Durant. He averaged 36.5 minutes a game, 26.6 points a game, pretty much 27. Shot at a 52.7% field goal. Huh?
Don't round him up.
Okay. 26.6, 52.7 field goal range, 43% from the 3-pointer, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal a game.
And how many games did he play out of the 82, sir?
He played 62.
He missed 20 games.
Mm-hmm.
You think he'll probably play around the same?
Yeah, I'm looking at his career. Kevin Durant hasn't played 80 games since he left OKC.
And this a young ass running and gunning ass team, bro.
That's okay. They can change their style. They got a great coach, dog.
He was running and gunning in Boston, bro.
I'm looking at the coach more than I'm looking at KD. I'm looking at the system and the coach that you got in place.
So we finna flip our whole system up. They're gonna fuck our whole team up the way we do it. For KD.
These are Jalen Green numbers. He played 20 more games than KD.
Yeah, he had 21 points a game.
21 points a game, 42 field goal percentage.
35%
from the 3-pointer, 4, 3, and 1. You got to bet by stats and less than 20 games less.
And 23 years old.
But he still got when you go look at the numbers, because when you do analytics, that's what they looking at. We got to go by what we see. You still got a better player for what you gave away.
Impact.
I hear you. I like the young kid.
I got big men underneath, so I'm shooting my mid-range to the 3. I got big men underneath. I got Amon Thompson, and I got Sengun, and I got Jabari Smith. You know what I mean? So I got to work on my mid-range. He's going to be – I knew every year Jalen Green is going to get better. Every year is Kevin Durant. All right, well, you got a year or two window with KD.
Yeah.
And you're gonna bring him in against these teams that already are better than the Houston Rockets, who are going to improve, and y'all just gave away y'all youth.
Plug, you don't think you can find another Jalen Green?
It's not like you just said something about the system, pimping.
Oh, I'm saying, but do you think you can, like, if 2 years the Rockets don't win a championship and Durant retires?
But we won't find out, will we? Because he's gonna be hogging up the minutes.
Who will?
KD gonna be hogging up the minutes.
No, I'm just saying, let's say
that next Jalen Green is gonna be in that 9, 10, 11 man rotation.
We gotta see, man. We really gotta see.
I don't like it, cuz. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Prove me wrong. But I'll be standing right here, bro. I'm gonna be with you this whole time, this whole ride, and I got gas money. So as long as we ride, I got gas money.
Yeah,
I don't like this. I do not like this. I'm in disagreement.
I think this is what I'm gonna say. If the Rockets don't make it to the Western Conference Finals next year, it was a bust. Everybody has to be healthy. Everything has to work out correctly. If they don't make it to the Western Conference Finals, it's a bust.
Man,
because right now there's really no threat, right? Because LA, we don't know what they're gonna look like. Minnesota still gotta they gotta keep some players, and they still need to go get some support for Anthony Edwards. Who else you got in the West right now?
Denver.
Denver, we'll see how they rebuild after getting this new. We'll see how they retool. Then who else you got? Who in the West? OKC. As long as they stick together, they got at least another run in them. They should be able to at least get.
They got to pay them boys now.
Yeah. So, I mean, you think outside of that? I mean, the West kind of open. It's open.
You can't never count out Golden State. Golden State breathing.
Yeah,
long as Steph breathing, bro.
Steph needs.
Long as Steve coaching and Steph breathing and Draymond on his arm.
They got to get more because Butler wasn't it.
I think Butler was still adjusting, man. That's the adjustment period. That was at the end of the season, bro.
I think it's Butler on his side. Ain't he a free agent?
He a free agent. They had him on tier 1.
So Butler might not even come back to Golden State.
Where is he going to go?
I'm just saying we don't know.
Is he going to go to Denver?
You never know.
Because Murray on a free agent. Aaron Gordon a free agent. Michael Porter Jr. a free agent.
You never know, man. That's why I said this right here, this move, Houston was smart. Houston didn't wait for the market to start resetting itself. They went and got. That's what happened. That's what happened behind scenes.
Bust the move.
Yeah, they wanted to be the first one to make it.
They bust the move to put them on notice. Hey, we need to bring some attention over here to Houston. Let's do what it do. All right, let's go get KD. All right, let's go get it.
Yeah, I like that lineup. I was looking at old Sagoon's stats. I mean, he averaged 20 points a game. He's a double. So I mean,
I like Sengun, I like Amin Thompson, and I like Van Fleet. I like
Thompson almost a walking double too. 14 points, 8
Yeah.
points. Yeah.
Him and his brother Eden. Amin and Amir. I like both of them.
So I mean, you think about it.
Twin power.
You think about it. Did Houston feel that Thompson was who they really wanted to build around instead of Green?
Of course. Of course. He showed his worth in the last 2 games against Golden State. He showed his worth. And
Jalen Green got too much going on with his girl.
Yeah.
He
probably wanted out of there to get out of there. Houston, hey, if you ain't that type of laid back kind of cat, you like to be out in the limelight and the scene. Well, Houston is a turn up.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
Houston a turn up.
So they look solid, man. They look solid. That's why I said they look solid.
The roster look good, but I'm looking at them. I'm looking at probably 59 games next year.
So did you like any version of KD throughout his career?
Of course, I love KD. I love KD in Golden State. I love KD in Golden State. As much as people are like, oh man, he left OKC to go to Golden State. I thought that was a brilliant move.
Yeah.
Like that was one of my second biggest move. Like Kyrie going to Dallas with him and Luka and the rest of the squad. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Nico did his thing on that. That was brilliant because I didn't know how. I said, man, I don't know how this gonna work, man. Because Luka like to be ball dominant, and Kyrie, man, he like to be ball dominant, and it worked out. They meshed very well together. They did their thing. You know, it's unfortunate that Luka got traded, but him going to Golden State, I knew it was a championship. You can smell it in the air, like spring.
The KD that I want to see in Houston is the Brooklyn KD. The KD that turned it on and almost took them through that playoffs if his big toe wasn't on that three-point line. That KD right there is what I feel Houston's looking for. They're looking for that guy that when it's time to turn it on, he's not going to be – they don't care about the regular season.
You think he's going to be – you think with the young players on the roster, they're going to revere him. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're going to show him that they're going to respect him as an OG and listen to him and learn from him. And he's going to feel – it's not like he has to be a leader. Yeah. He's going to be like not a coach, but more like that assistant coach that you can talk to. Yeah, like that assistant coach that you can talk to behind the scenes. Because he ain't too – I don't know how vocally – I don't know him like that. But I think he seemed to be very, very proud.
Think about it. We forget that great USA team that Durant just played on too.
Yeah.
Durant had a great summer, dog. Like that's why I keep telling people. I don't think it was him in Phoenix. When you watch a player blossom in the USA teams around all those stars, and he have his moments. Now you got KD. And Van Fleet, 2 champions.
That was that summer. I ain't gonna lie. All these guys impressed me.
Yeah,
all of them. I'm talking about everybody.
Everybody had a moment.
LeBron, for the first. I'm talking about like I could not deny him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's been 3 times. When that I'm a Witness logo came out, that's when I really said, yeah, this boy here's something else.
Yeah.
That was my first time. My second time was, but it was kind of conflict of interest.
Yeah.
It's when Draymond Green got suspended and they came back and beat Golden State. That was the second time, but it was kind of conflict of interest. But this time at the Summer Olympics, LeBron showed me that he channeled his inner Kobe.
Yeah.
And willed them boys. I think if he does come out with a documentary later on in his career, I'm gonna pretty much put a bag up that he's going to say that man, I thought what would Kobe do? What would Kobe do? Because he was a leader.
Yeah.
During that Summer Olympics. He made me proud. I was proud of LeBron James. And this you can date this on June 22nd, Sunday, June 22nd at 5:36. I said that. He made me proud during that Summer Olympics. He did that. Did that. I'd have rolled him a jump. I'd have been in that, boy, you did your thing, but I'm gonna roll this up for you. I'd have rolled it up for him. Everything. I'd have had him a nice little ball bat waiting on him when he came out off the court with that gold medal around his neck.
The only thing that I ask from Houston, this is the only thing I ask for y'all. Please don't touch James Harden. Leave James where he at, bro.
Leave that Rudy Poot where he at.
Is where he at, dog. Like
it's over.
His game is not translating.
It's over. Because Van Fleet is a free agent too.
I'm gonna tell you this though.
Van Fleet might not be there.
I think it'd be good though if they go get Kyrie. If Houston can get Kyrie at point guard, I'm telling y'all, that's a fair trade for me. You send Fred over there to Mavs. Get Kyrie, bro. Kyrie, the best guard he's the best person right now. I'm looking at the guards.
I want to see Minnesota, bro. I want to see
Hardaway. You want to see Curry where?
I want to see Fred in Minnesota.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah. You got to think about it too. Kyrie only can go places that are going to be able to deal with him. Like, that's why I think he might stay in Dallas because Cuban and them were able to deal with his personality.
I don't think he liked that.
You know, he was doing all the saging the stadium and the arenas. And
I mean, he could do that in his private time. Man, ain't doing nothing.
but he was doing it before. Everybody don't want that. I'm looking at it, dog. It's no other good guards, dog. You got. I'm looking at it right now. Malik Beasley, decent out of Detroit. If you want to solidify your bench,
I didn't watch any Detroit games.
Detroit, they solid. Beasley was solid.
Cade Cunningham. Every time Cade had a good game, that's when I started because he's that star up there in Detroit.
Yeah, and then y'all, let's see here. You got. I would love to see Imani Bates get picked up, man. I don't know why they playing with him, man.
Out of Cleveland?
Yeah, that dude never got on the court, man. They kept him in the G League. I know he's small, but like size-wise, he tall, but like physical weight-wise. I'm looking at these forwards right now. I mean, Tim Hardaway Jr.
I like him.
Al Horford's a free agent.
Yeah, he probably need to go sit down.
We know LeBron's probably going to stay with the Lakers, but he's a free agent.
We'll see.
Yeah, I would. I think he's
going because he ain't gonna let KD just take the move like that.
I think he's going to Cleveland. That's my opinion.
Oh, you thinking you out here wishing on the stars?
I just think he's going to go to Cleveland. I just think it wraps up his career perfectly. And where you begin, and you brought him a title. They love you there. Your
like
son.
You think he feel like he can do with Donovan what he did with Kyrie?
Oh yeah, Mitchell a dog.
Mitchell dog, boy.
Good dog. Mitchell a dog.
Like that boy Mobley.
Mitchell
that boy Garland.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got dogs out there. They got
squad tough now.
Even got dogs. You got Jerry Allen at center. You know what I mean? Like dogs out there, dog.
That boy that looking like a 1976 pimp out there. You feel me?
And then you gotta think about it. LeBron wouldn't have to worry about defense like that. Them boys play defense, all of them. And then I'm looking at the big men, dog. It's nothing out there. It's only gonna be a couple more big moves that's gonna like affect the league. Like, because I'm looking at you got Brook Lopez is available, Julius Randle, Naz Reid. I think he's gonna be the sleeper of the free agency.
Nah,
I can see Naz. If LeBron stayed in LA, I can see Nas going to LA. I can see him going to LA.
I was just trying to picture.
I can see him going to LA.
You said something just then. I like that. I ain't like that Cleveland move, but that Nas going to LA, I like that.
Yeah, I can see him going to LA. I can see him staying West Coast.
I like Nas. Nas and Bobby on there. Bobby, I like Bobby too.
If the Knicks were smart, they'll try to bring Julius Randle back.
If the
Knicks need depth. Knicks don't need to find anybody for the starting five. They need to find 3 to 4 bodies off the bench. They need a guard, they need a big man, and they need a
play behind
who?
You think he want to play behind? I'm a cat, not a dog.
Randle?
Yeah, you think he want to play behind him?
I don't care, man. Randall just trying to make money, dog. He's a dad. That dude's a family man. He don't care.
Mm-hmm.
He don't got no ego. That's why they shipped him off. He don't got that. He don't got that.
This man ain't gonna lose. I don't think Anthony gonna lose. Well, if they do let Julius Randle go, that's probably where Giannis gonna end up. Because Gobert, Randle, and Nas, boy, that's a lot of room. That's a lot of room.
I don't see Giannis with Anthony Edwards though.
What? That'd be phenomenal. That'd be phenomenal basketball, bro. That'd be phenomenal basketball.
I don't see it because they both slashers. They both go into the rack.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Can you picture AE bringing that ball up like this Ant-Man bringing that ball up, cross somebody over, and Giannis just slicing, and he just let that thing go, and Giannis just go, ah!
Yeah, but he already had that with old boy Daniels and like I just don't see that. I don't see that.
I like McDaniels. I think old boy Alexander is a free agent too. I think he got like 5 players on free agency.
Yeah, I'm looking over the. You could break it down before. I know you got to get out here in a second. Let me teams. You got Minnesota. Minnesota. Hold on. Okay, let me see. All
Julius Randle, Gobert, Alexander, Nas Reed. Those 4 I know.
Let me see here. Minnesota.
Yep, Shea little cousin, Alexander.
Oh, yeah, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people free agents.
What's the other 5?
The ones that really matter, you got Alexander Walker.
He matter.
Julius Randle and Nas Reed. The other 6 don't matter.
Who
we don't even know who they are. Josh Minott, Tristan Newton.
I don't know that one.
Joe Ingles, we know who he is, but he didn't play.
Who? I don't know him either.
Joe Ingles, the white boy that came from Utah, the 3-point shooter.
Okay.
He didn't get in. Bones Highland, and then a Luca Gaza.
No.
And then a Jesse Edwards.
No.
Right. So, and out of all those players, only Randall, Nas, and Walker even played minutes. So, yeah, I think they Reed can be a sleeper too. Reed can be a sleeper. Reed will look nice in a Mavericks uniform too. I could see him playing offset to AD. They both can step out. They both can handle the ball. They'll be a nice little decent. And then who else you got? What's called it, man? I'm surprised they ain't making no moves to get anybody. New Orleans. They're not losing anything really.
Brandon Ingram's on a free agent too.
He didn't come up on here.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram. I seen him on the pyramid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they got. I see Brandon Boston, Keon Brooks, Bryce Brown, Jamal Kane, Alfred Payton, and then Robinson Earl. Shoot, what's called? They got it easy, dog. Only person they got to decide if they're gonna pay this year is Jalen Williams in OKC. They ain't even got to worry about all the other players. That's good. They can give Jalen a good little contract.
That boy, 27 years old.
Indiana Pacers. Miles Turner, the only person they got to worry about re-signing. Everybody else are old veterans. James.
Gonna be there.
And then the New York Knicks. All their players older too. So Durant made a good shot, man. He made a good splash in the NBA today. For sure.
I'm with you, bro. But you already know what I said. It's gonna be a bust.
It says I'm gonna give them 2 years, but this next year they gotta make it to the Western Conference Finals. If they stay healthy, they have to. And
you got expectations. I'm not.
You got to have expectations, or you can't call it a bust.
Okay.
Because if you don't have expectations for them and they make it to the the second round.
Wednesday. Ooh, we gonna have D on here and say, D, what you think about that deal?
We'll definitely do this for the icebreaker for sure.
And D gonna be like, I don't like this shit. I think he's ring chasing. We gonna find out. D gonna give it to his blood.
How many rings KD got? 2?
2.
And both with Golden State.
Both with Golden State. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm with you, bro. Cool. Man, I love doing these things with you, man.
I'm telling you, it'd be good, man. I was like, man, let me see if I can catch him. I was like,
Man, you can catch me. I told you, man, hit my phone, man.
I ain't want us to miss it. I ain't want to miss it because I know everybody. Because tomorrow, Monday, everybody gonna come out with their opinions.
Oh, Lord.
It's gonna be flooding the airways tomorrow. So
Man, I'm glad we got ahead of this so we can get the hell out the way. So, boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Golly.
telling you,
Golly. Man.
I appreciate you coming through, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
every time, bro. Man, you ain't gotta say nothing but a word, bro. I'm pulling skirt.
And for y'all who don't know, we'll be live. We're gonna be live all week, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's our goal to come in tomorrow. We'll talk. We're gonna bring up some topics and
Mm-hmm.
kind of do what we did last week with the K Michelle, but we'll do it about something else. And then
Mhm.
Wednesday is grown folks business for all you guys who are watching.
Oh, please tune in. Hey, y'all, listen, man. Y'all missing out on a treat, man. I'm telling y'all right now, man. Grown folk business, man. We got people from like all over. We got all different type of personalities, man. I'm telling you, man. Y'all gonna really enjoy yourself, and man, please come in and engage, man. We love when y'all come in and engage. Y'all, it's never too many people on there. The way you won't be seen and you won't be heard. Trust me. I'm telling you, interacting with y'all, that's our pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, man. Grown folk business. Tune in Wednesday at 8. I'm telling you, we're starting up no later than 8:10.
Yeah.
No later than 8:10. There's no CPT. We just get everybody a good amount of time to set up. Just tune in. We're gonna have a good time, good conversation, good point of views. Everybody got a great POV. Just come on in, man. I promise you, man, you will not be disappointed, man. And tune in and tell folks, man, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm telling you, and turn on that notification bell, because when we come through, man, we be having a good time, man. I'm telling you, you can go get your glass of wine, man, and eat your pasta. You know what I'm saying? Sit in front of the TV and just get some great conversation, man. Great topics, great conversation, and most importantly, great people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
You know, like I leave every video, man. God loves you, which is most important. I love you. You're beautiful, and your boy's out, man.
Get it.